else who's going to be returning to TV soon enough, Sasha Banks. It looks like she's trademarked her real name. And as the story goes, she's going to be at the big New Japan show, their version of WrestleMania, coming up in early January. So we're just a couple of weeks away. Wrestle Kingdom 17 from the Tokyo Dome. And Ricky may not even realize this, but historically there haven't been a bunch of female wrestlers on the New Japan program, but to have a star like Sasha Banks, well, it's an opportunity that nobody wants to miss up on. What do you expect Sasha to do in New Japan?
Steal the show.
Yeah.
For the women's division. Absolutely. I'm sure her skills are just every bit as sharp as they ever have been. I told you, I feel like she and the Queen are, I mean, you can list a number of people, and obviously Lita and Trish and but the two that have stood out the most the last 10 years or 8 years, whatever it is, have been Sasha and the Queen, far and away.
It does feel like no matter who your favorite is on the female side of the WWE program, they've had some of their best matches against Sasha Banks. I mean, she is just a phenomenal performer. I think everybody agrees on that.
Yep.
And
a very nice person.
Yes. And I think a lot of people were probably surprised when she walked away from the company earlier this year. But I, for one, was even more surprised that wasn't seemingly undone. We saw Hunter put Humpty Dumpty back together again, so to speak, with a lot of talent that were adios, like Killer Cross or Hit Row or Regal or Road Dogg or whatever. And I just kind of assumed, well, Sasha will be back too. Instead, she's going to try her hand in New Japan. Do you think, would you have called that? And do you think that's a necessary step? Like, is it important to, see if the grass is really greener and sort of, because part of me says, man, if she doesn't go do the New Japan thing now, when will she have the time to do that? If she goes and does it now, she can always come back to WWE, but I just didn't see it. I thought for sure she'd.
Yeah, she's young enough to always come back. And I think it's, man, if she can get paid, and I can only imagine what they're paying her. I mean, I'm sure it's major bucks. If she can do that, and she'll get as much ink and notoriety as she gets over here, which she will be, if what you're saying is correct about the importance and the relevance of that show, then why not? Then she just travels the world. I would just talk to her once in a while, and she's just having a good time. So, she doesn't seem stressed out by it. I'm happy for her. I told you, Ashley is me and only better, and she's Ricky Steamboat.
Yeah, I've been following on social media. It looks like her and Andrade are having quite the time over in Italy right now.
Oh man, unbelievable! She said the greatest trip she's ever been on in her life.
That's awesome. I'm glad they're getting that time.
And she's found interest in stuff that I never would imagine. Like, she's taking pictures of the Roman Colosseum and Michelangelo, and just amazing. And it's just so she's become a cultural fanatic. It's phenomenal.
It is super cool to see, and especially since he's on the shelf, and maybe everybody knows, but Andrade recently had a pec repaired. He tore it wrestling for AEW, had that surgery done, similar surgery to what Cody Rhodes did. That is a major surgery. We're pulling for him.
It is, and the healing process is very delicate. Very delicate. You got to be very careful with it. So he's still in the sling.
Looking forward to both of them returning to TV sooner rather than later. Somebody